Jamaica has been handed what many are calling the toughest group in this Concacaf U-20 Championship. Panama, Honduras, and Canada. These are the teams that are standing in our way. Now, is this where our next generation of reggae boys will be discovered? Or are we heading for another disappointment? What's up again, guys? Welcome back to Guntertainment. I'm your host, Richard Gunter, and today we're just gonna talk about the Under-20 Championship, the Concacaf Under-20 Championship that will be happening later on in this month. I think the 26th. Now, if you're new to the channel, please to just consider to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll appreciate it very much. With no further ado, let's jump right in. Only the winner of each qualifying group advances to the final tournament, joining the 6 automatically qualified teams, a 12-team championship. Now, what happened in our group though was that we competed against some other Caribbean nations, CONCACAF nations, where we won all our games. So we won 5 from 5. We conceded 0 goals and we scored 28 goals. So we were scoring a lot and we were keeping clean sheets. So I think the boys had a good campaign, a good season, a good championship in that first round. Now they have qualified for the 12-team championship, which will decide whether they win the whole championship or qualifies for the Under-20 World Cup. The final tournament, as I said, takes place in Mexico from July 25 to August 9. The 12 teams are divided into 3 groups of 4. Each team plays 3 group stage matches, so everybody are going to play everybody. After the group stage, the top 2 teams from each group qualifies automatically, and then there is 2 best third place teams also advances. So that gives 8 teams in the quarterfinals. Yes. So, and this is probably going to be one of the most important match, the quarterfinal game, because once you win the quarterfinal, then you qualify for the 2027 Under-20 World Cup. All right. So I think for Jamaica, our objectives is clear. Is we just need to get past the group stage and get past the quarterfinal stage. At least that's what I would think. So once we are able to win our quarterfinal game, then we'll book our ticket to the Under-20 World Cup in 2027. And the Under-17 has already qualified. Now the Under-20 has the potential of qualifying for a World Cup as well. So we're heading into good place. That's another information that I want to give to you guys, is that whoever is crowned the CONCACAF champion, U-20 champion, in addition to that, they also earns qualification for the 2028 Men's Olympic Football Tournament. So if we can win the whole thing, we qualify for the Under-20 World Cup in 2027, and we also get a spot in the 2028 Olympic Football Tournament. So there's a lot to be played for here, but the real target is reaching the semis. If we can reach the semis or even reach the final, if we end up playing US at the final, then we still get an automatic spot, because the US is the nation that will be hosting the Olympic, so they qualified automatically. Now here's my question: would you consider this tournament a success if Jamaica is able to qualify for the 2027 Under-20 World Cup but doesn't win the CONCACAF title? Or should the expectation be for us to compete and win the tournament, the whole tournament itself? Drop your thoughts below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. All right. For me personally, There's this saying that they always say that you aim for the moon, and if you don't land on the moon, you end up amongst the stars. So I think we should just compete for the whole thing, and if we fall short, at least we will qualify for the under 20 World Cup. One of the things that I want to talk about in today's video is the importance of this tournament. Now, this is an under 20 championship tournament, and we know that at the European level, or in Europe, in other areas in the world, players that are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, those players are really playing big man football. So we understand that tournament football is at the international level can be a little bit different, but this is where our young reggae boys can stamp their class, can put up their hand and said, look, I'm here to compete all the way. I'm here to go all the way up to the senior men's team. I'm not wasting any time. I'm not playing any game. So I think for me personally, watching this tournament, this is what I'm going to look out for. I'm going to look out for which one of these young reggae boys can make the jump, can make the matriculation to the national senior team. I think this is one of the reasons why this tournament matters and one of the importance of it. Of course, it's very important that we win as well and compete to the best of our ability, but those ambitious youths who want to say, look, me there and want to play for my country, not just at under 20 level, but at the senior level, the highest level possible, me there. That is what I'm looking for. Now, of course, I've always mentioned in most of my videos that I want to see more youths. I want to see the pathway in which you can climb the ranks all the way from under 17, from under 15, come all the way up to the senior level. I would love to see that happening more often. A lot of other teams, when you hear certain players' names are called, they are saying, if you do their history, you'll see that they play under 17, under 20, under 23 until they reach to the senior level. So they have made the matriculation right to the highest level, and that is what I would want to see from a lot of our reggae boys, or young reggae boys. I think if we can qualify for this under 20 World Cup Championship, and if we can win this the entire championship competition and qualify for the 2027 World Cup, under 20 World Cup, I think this will open a lot of fans' eyes to what is happening at the youth level. We can almost see some improvement in which we can say, all right, maybe Jamaica youth football is actually improving. And that would be good, because the youth is always the future. The youth will always be the future. So if we can prove to the rest of the world, to the rest of Concacaf, that Jamaica has youth in the pipeline coming up, and we can get that convoy and belt going, then that is a good thing. That is what we all want. That is what I personally am looking for. Now, if we keep talking about the future of Jamaican football, isn't it this is where it starts from? The youths. Make that sink in. I don't know much about the group that we're placed in. I don't know much about the rest of the team, the Honduras, the Panamas, and the Canadian team. I know that Panama and Canada, they both respectively participated in the FIFA World Cup men's that has been completed recently. I know that Canada and Panama, they competed in that competition. So, but I don't know if how good are their youth teams, or how good is Honduras youth system. But historically, I think Honduras always have good technical players at the youth level. So we have to prepare for them. Panama, I think Panama have invested heavily in youth football recently. They are becoming very consistent at the national level, at the youth level. What I know from Panama is that they are usually disciplined without the ball, and when they go forward, they want to create damage. So we have to prepare for these teams. We have to prepare for whatever they might throw at us. Now, for Canada, I know that our youth under 17 team has recently trashed Canada 3-1 to qualify for the under 17 World Cup. Now, we have to have this mindset of want to beating them again. We want to be the team that keeps beating up Canada in whatever competition we play versus Canada. We want to keep beating them. Our under 17 has done it, so our under 20 should look to do the same. Of course, Canada, we know that Canada continues to invest heavily, especially after that success of their senior team. They will continue to invest heavily in their youth system, in their youth football. They will want to develop better pathways for their youths. And many of their players are in professional academies, so they are a force to be reckoned with. So we must not take these teams lightly. When I was watching the round of 32, where before the boys qualified for this 12-man 12-team championship, the first round of games that they were playing, they were very good on the ball. They were very excellent in transition. They were good in defense as well. The team that tested them the most was, I think, was it Puerto Rico? I think it was Puerto Rico. Gave them a good test and they passed it. They only managed to win by a lone goal, but they passed it. So I want to see that we can defend our territory or box in a consistent manner, not just sometimes. We want to be consistent in everything that we do. So I think our defense came under a lot of pressure in that game as well, but we stood firm and we held our own. So we need to continue doing that in this championship as well. One of the biggest questions in Jamaican football overall, and this is the midfield area. One of the positions that we seems to always lack quality players in is that we've never been able to produce an above average midfielder that we can say this guy can go all the way to the top level and have the potential of becoming a world-class midfielder. We've always struggled to produce those type of midfielder. So I think I think this is one of our long-term issues, but we need to sort out that issue that we have with our midfield. Our midfielders sometimes seems shy. They don't want to possess the ball. They are afraid to turn in midfield. They are afraid to beat a defender in midfield. I think Jabari Howell is an excellent player for this under 20 team. I think he's one of them that has the ability, the potential to go all the way to the top. I think he has proven himself in the JPL as well. For a young player, an 18-year-old, he's been doing excellent. He has a wicked shot on him. He's very good at the dead ball situations. Score a brilliant free kick in that 1-0 win over Puerto Rico. So he's one of our players that I'm looking forward to. I think he needs to step up and bring this team on his back. He will have to be our Messi-esque type of player to bring this team through thick and thin. So, as I said, a problem that we have is midfield is an ongoing issue. It's it's from the senior level come straight down. We have this issue, and we need to sort it out. We need to get those technically intelligent players, those players that are very good in tight spaces, like Zidane, so we can progress the ball forward. So I think so far they have been doing well. I don't think they've come under any real pressure in midfield, but they have shown to me that they can pass this ball. But doing it at that level and doing it at this level amongst the big boys is two different levels. So I think they will need to step up and prove themselves that they can get the work done. Now, another question: do we have enough quality in attack? Yes, I think we do. I think we do. With Sean Layton, Jamari Nolan, I think these are some, just to name a few, these are some players that I think they have the potential to go to the top level as well. And we have these players in our under 20 team. So we should look to do some damage. We should look to some teams. We should look to score some goals. And I must say, I like Rudolph Aston and how he coaches. I've watched his Portmore United team play in the playoff. They eventually won the JPL, and to be honest, they play some excellent football. They were playing a 4-4-2 system, and I'm telling you, these guys were knocking the daylight out of this football. And I think it was very interesting. They play some attractive football, breaking the lines, being vertical when they need to, and they were finishing off their attack with some lovely goals, some beautiful goals. So I'm expecting him to, of course, I think this is the idea of what he wants. This is the philosophy that he wants to bring to this U team as well. And I can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them passing the ball. He's trying to get them being vertical. He's trying to get them to get his, allowing them to express themselves, giving them the freedom to play some good football. So I want him to do well. I want him to take this team to the 2027 Under 20 World Cup. So to answer the question, yes, I think we have a bit in attack, but can we keep possession under pressure? I think sometimes they panic under pressure in the middle of the third. Yes, they panic under pressure, but that's a given. They won't get it right always, but I hope that we can just stay consistent, play what we see till we see what we want. We can move within the lines and the ball can pass to us. So yes, I think we can keep possession of the ball. It's going to be a different test at this level. We're not playing against the Arubas and those smaller weaker nations. We're playing against the big boys, the Canada, the Panama, the Honduras. So we need to test our skills. We need to test our level against these opponents. Now, can this team handle tournament pressure? From what I've seen so far, I think they've set themselves up quite well. They came under a lot of pressure in Puerto Rico, against the match and against Puerto Rico, and they stood firm. They withheld all the pressure. I mean, Puerto Rico literally threw the kitchen sink at them in the last about 15 minutes of the games remaining. So I think in those moments you can see, you get to see who has grit, who has a strong mentality, who have fight, and I think they show that in that instance. So I'm expecting nothing less carrying over in this tournament. I think we often complain about the senior reggae boys, but maybe we're asking the wrong question. Maybe we should be asking whether we're producing enough players, enough talent at the under 20 level, at the youth level. I think we need to ask ourselves those kind of questions. This is the level that we need to start producing all our talent, the bulk of, yeah, whatever. So the guys, I think I've seen on Bomb Sport, big up to Bomb Sport, that they have been playing against some of the JPL teams and trying to get in some practice games. I think the JFF is kind of low on cash. I don't even want to talk about it, but anyways, that is what is happening right now. Currently, they are playing against the JPL teams, trying to get some practice games in, trying to prepare themselves for this championship, and hopefully all goes well. They probably should be leaving. They probably left already. Hopefully all goes well and they've gone through the preparation process. They've planned properly, and we can have Rudolph Austin as our head coach, a proper head coach with the tactic and organization to help get this team over the line. So I'm expecting just great things from this team. I expect them to go give a good account for themselves, don't take any embarrassment, and play it with grit, with fight, with mentality in the true Jamaican way. And yeah, just give it their best shot. It's a chance for them to play in a World Cup at a young age. So I think they should hold this opportunity with both hands and never let it go. Now, before I end this video, I just want to finish with this question. Now, this tournament isn't just about winning football matches. This tournament is about finding the next Reggae Boy generation. It's about finding the next generation of Reggae Boys. If Jamaica can't compete at the under 20 level, then we have to ask a difficult question. What does the future of Jamaican football looks like? This is Guntertainment. I'm your host, Richard Gunter. I hope you guys would have enjoyed this video. I hope this video would provide a lot of information for you guys. Just leave your thoughts in the comments. What you think about the under 20 team. How well will they perform? Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.